Hello everyone. Saturday. What is that? Another SOT rant? What? What? Why would we be doing that? Perhaps they have released a video that we need to discuss. What? What's new for this update? You're about to find out. What? How's it going? It's good. I just woke up, I had a nap. Let me sleep in chum stream. Good night. See ya. What up, Rambo? What are cooking unrelated ads for Chris Pratt $300 Ray-Ban sunnies? Cause you buy them. What's his opinion on red pandas? I think red pandas are cool. I saw one at the zoo last year. I loved it. Roblox Day? Roblox was yesterday. I did my 2 hours of Roblox. I will not be playing it again. Get the music ready. Oh, okay. Give me a sec then. Give me a second. Where is it? There it is. Alright, it's ready. It's ready. And I'll be playing again. Massive Roblox banner pops up. Yeah, well, I'm still got my sponsor for a couple days. Yeah, thank you everyone for that, though, that did that. Let's play Warframe during Crudfest. Don't know about that. We see Mr. Kelp? Yeah. Alright. So, no spoilers for this video, by the way, everyone. You're not allowed to spoil it. You have to directly pay Crud 300 USD on PayPal to get more Crud blocks for Crudfest. Exactly. Literally. Literally. I did not want to have to do it, but I had to. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no, nothing else to discuss. Alright, let's watch another SOT video. Wish they would do these all on the same day so it's easier. Does that say Crud humor? Horny for Crudfest? Same. Oh, and Paul sale.
Hey everyone! So before we get into the usual updates, I wanted to reflect a little on the feedback we've seen from the recent Xbox showcase.
Just too quiet? Tell me if that's too quiet right now. Shut your fucking mouth. It's good. It's very quiet. Man, what about now?
Hey everyone! So before we get
Is
into
that
the
good?
usual
That's better, right? Alright. Let's hear it, Drew.
updates, I wanted to reflect a little on the feedback we've seen from the recent Xbox showcase.
Now, before he even starts this, I can tell you that the feedback was dog shit because we just looked at it the other day. We've looked at it twice now. What was the feedback? Not good. Every single piece of feedback I've seen about the next season has been negative. Even most of the bootlickers are like, it just looks like it's more of the same, which is good. Everyone should be saying this doesn't look good, so then they make something that does look good. So I'm sure it's Drew though, so he'll know. Let's have a listen.
I think it's fair to say that we saw some pretty wild speculation ahead of time, and given the scale of some of our previous showcase announcements, some expectations were set uncomfortably high.
Last showcase you showed off captaincy and that didn't work properly for 3 years. So I don't think it's a high expectation to expect an update to work. Because that's realistically the only expectation that was set. I threw a dice with Drew at Sea Dog's Rest. Wait, didn't Crud? What Perd? Why so defensive about this shit product? I mean, it's his job. It still good point, Perd. Sorry, yeah, it still doesn't work. Captaincy still doesn't work. Parts of it work, but not all of it work. Yeah, no, yeah, not great. And that was the last showcase. They weren't at the one after that, I'm pretty sure. They only did that one, and that sucked, and it still sucks. So, yeah, I don't think it's too high of expectations just to say, hey, we want the update to work.
I know the introduction of the Smugglers League has generated a fair amount of questions. But
Wasn't Season 13 showcased? At the Xbox showcase? I don't even remember. I don't even remember what Season 13 was.
I can't wait to share more on our refreshed approach to seasons.
Your refreshed approach to seasons has been that every month you do a part of an update for a season that's so lackluster that when you combine all 3 of them, it feels like half a season. Burnt Ball, yeah. First I'm hearing expectations are too high, That's your fault, by the way. Hey guys, we saw our expectations were too high. What the fuck? Wasn't Season 13 Burning Blade? Yeah, that wasn't at the Xbox showcase, though. That was shown off in their own preview, wasn't it? Or was it not? Hang on. Let's sleuth this out while people are watching the ads. Sea of Thieves Xbox Showcase 2024. Oh, it was. You're right. I completely forgot this was shown during the Xbox Showcase. Okay. Okay, well, here's the other thing, though. The Burning Blade also wasn't good. And it barely worked. The expectations were set that this was going to be a PvP-based world event, and then it wasn't. You've got, because it was so meaningless? Yeah, do any of the launches still work? No. None of the launches work at the moment. Become a villain, they really know how to generate false... That's, yeah, so... I completely forgot this was shown at the Xbox Showcase, which is funny. But also, like... The expectations for this were high, as in it was like, oh, it's going to be what you're advertising. And then it wasn't what they were advertising, because what they advertised was some kind of PvP world event. What we got was a PvE world event. That was it. It's a server killing, as in it makes people leave the fucking server. Burning Blade is another example of awesome idea, awful execution. Yes. Like all the fucking updates in the past couple of years been disappointing. Yeah, become a villain. That's a bit of a weird thing to say in a game that is not PvP. It's a bit of a weird thing to say about a game that is, about a specific thing that's added to the game where the goal is to go collect orbs. When, yeah, you know, real villainous. So yeah, no, that I forgot about that, but when the Burning Blade had 5,000 streaks, genuinely saw content was an all-time high. So boring. Yeah, it's just boring. Like, man, Burning Blade should have been the coolest thing ever. Instead, it was like one of the least cool things. So, if the expectations were to meet the level of the Burning Blade, you guys have your work cut out for you because it sucks. Slenderman's unfun cousin, be like, collect my orbs. I'm Slenderman, collect my pages. Also, Burning Blade had a sick music theme? Yes. Would you help someone get a PvP curse if they pay you? I am not good at PvP enough to carry someone. I am the most carried person on Sea of Thieves for every single aspect of the game. So, I think that's a worthwhile investment. I'm Pro Jared. I'm Slenderman. Collect my pages. Yeah, also, DM Rui, hold on, Discord. New bombs sink every ship on the server. Yeah, made the BB look like Ghost Galleon into a fucking B ship to fall below expectations. Gonna use... Hey, Aussie Moses. No spoilers. Alright. So anyway, bad. The last showcase was bad. The current showcase was bad. The one before that. Well, the updates feel like massive plans were made. They had strict deadlines, so they had to gut all the actual features to release something. That's what people were saying about the Hunter's Call season, was that there was clearly cut content. Don't cry, I'm also carried in basically every way. Yeah. But I'm just saying, if someone pays me, I'm not going to be a worthwhile investment.
Starting here with Season 17, we'll commit to not only sharing more on the season itself, but more importantly, how that fits into our broader approach for the year ahead.
What? They're going to make sure we know what's coming earlier? That doesn't... We already know nothing's coming. That's what you did with this season that we're currently going through. Like, you've told us everything. It's just not enough. It's not substantial.
In the coming months. Right, let's jump back to Season 16.
Okay.
So our mid-season update arriving this month allows players to break the
focus on mid-season update.
seal on Reaper's chests, releasing Order of Bone and Blade skeletons to aid them on land and on board ships at sea. Alongside this expansion to the Reaper's chests, the team has also been monitoring feedback on the season's launch, and this update brings in additional pillar locations for the Search of Ancient Secrets voyage.
Hate that. Really hate that. I like knowing that when I'm doing these voyages, which I have to do way too fucking many of, that I know where all of the goddamn pillars can be dug up. That's annoying. I don't want to force myself for the next 5 days to complete all my voyage completions just so that way I don't have to worry about finding new pillars. It gets worse. Yeah, that just makes those voyages even worse. Digging up pillars in the same spot was at least consistent. Like, as you've been watching me do, it's like, okay, For the most part, you can idle half the voyage, which is important because it's too long of a fucking voyage. Want crud merge? Go to crud.boats. So where a team is just him in office plants, yeah.
providing more variety and addressing contention issues. The Cannon of Rage can now be cashed in as a treasure to all of the trading companies.
That was weird that it could only be sold to Reapers or Merchant. But also it sells for like 250 gold, so who cares?
And skeleton mercenaries can now be found buried on forts, providing you more allies in your siege.
They'll die to 2 skellies, though as soon as they're outnumbered they die. But I mean, I guess that's okay. Kind of weird that they weren't there to begin with. So devs probably asked ChatGPT for ideas.
We've also seen the feedback on the balancing of some of the
That's a shit amount. Never saw one. Didn't expect it to be so. Yeah, no. The cannons of rage sell for fucking nothing. They're like tridents. It's just like
Reaper's Bones commendations introduced in Season 16.
Yeah, nerf them, please.
While these commendations were designed to align with the requirements set out for our other trading companies, I don't think we gave enough consideration to how these would arrive as part of a season update.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it doesn't really matter if it works on paper. Your feedback shows that the number of items being requested is just set way too high.
So reduce the number of items required to be sold so I can stop selling loot.
And we've missed the mark here. Now, I know some players have been asking for us to drop the commendation requirements here.
Yes.
But we're not going to do that this time.
Why not?
Gifted items,
Yo.
one total $29, 12 cents for the guy who asked for crud merch, body else
Based.
enter or else.
Exclamation mark enter in the chat if you want to win an alien hat. Little fella alien hat. Hang on, let me bring up this hat. You can win. Thank you, Snad. If you indeed want to win your very own crud merch of this specific hat, which I own this hat in this color, it's good. Many other colors. Exclamation mark enter in the chat right now. Right now. Win this hat right now. You can get it in blue. You can get it in khaki. You can get it in stone. You can get it in light blue. You can get it in pink. Yeah, in white. Face cam of you wearing hat. I was wearing it yesterday on screen. Need that hat so badly. Type exclamation mark enter. Ship to us. Ships to US. Yeah, of course it does. It's hosted in US. It's fast. If I order it here in Australia, it takes like 3 weeks. If you order in US, it takes like a week. Get bloody shit brown as a color. No, these are all the colors these hats come in. Yeah, so type exclamation mark enter. We've got a couple. I think it's like a 2-minute giveaway. Where's the blue hat? The blue hat's on the site. You gotta buy the blue. If you want this authentic blue hat, you gotta buy the blue hat. But we're doing the alien hat. I did please crud. I need it. All right, well, we'll see. We're waiting for the chat to... It'll do it. Ship to Russia. Yeah, this website doesn't ship to Russia, sadly. If you earn the hat, you instantly earn one of your curses. Any of them? Yeah. Yeah, we need this blue hat. We need this. I mean, we need this alien hat. I don't know why I entered, because I don't need another one, but I guess I just give it to my mum or something. Just buying the blue hat one. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Can I buy the blue hat in green? No, I've only got it set to blue. Is shipping free? I think so with this, yeah. Unless you're in like a really weird country, sometimes you have to pay like $3. But it should be free. It should be free. Alright, come on. It's almost bean time. I wish it like popped up saying like 30 seconds left or something. Speaking of, 21 hours left if you want to discount stuff. Yo, Simple One. Click that redeem button, brother. Good job. Enjoy your little fella alien hat. Thank you, Snad. Very based. Love little alien fellas. We love little fella. He's just such a little guy. Look at him. It's that guy. Hell yeah. Based.
We've rebalanced commendations post-launch before.
Yes, do it
And
again.
while it does appease some players,
What?
it doesn't respect the time already spent by players who jumped into the season early.
No, that's not good code. But I'm a person who always does that, and I don't even care. Gonna go buy it anyway. Based. You do get an 8% discount if you are subbed. Really weird country. Maybe those guys calling you racist. No. So I did all of the season 11, what the double barrel pistol season comms. I did all of those before they were nerfed, and I did not have a problem with the fact they nerfed them after I completed them. I killed 250 goddamn sharks with double barrel pistols. And now you only have to kill 50, and I don't care, that's fine. Like, I you don't need to have respected my time retroactively. Then Payback in Gold or some shit, they say like it's impossible to give them something to make it worth their time after the fact, a title or something. You may not have an issue, but others most likely did. They don't matter to me, Purd. God damn it. These comms are actually fine though. As someone helped make a video on getting over 250 horns. Yeah, you helped Wyatt do his video on getting all the horns in like one session or whatever. It's like, and you know what? It's not like you regret it. Like, it's not like, oh wow, the fact they nerfed it later makes me pissed off. Like, I don't think about it. Hang on. Google AI. I'm a game developer for Sea of Thieves at Rare. What should I do? As a game developer at Rare working on Sea of Thieves, focus on enhancing the player experience by addressing community feedback, improving existing content, and exploring new possibilities within the game's framework. Prioritize regular cosmetic updates. Delve into deeper pirate customization options, and contribute to building the game's lore through player interactions and emergent gameplay. They don't do any of that. That's good advice, Google. Maybe the devs themselves should, read that. Hey, congrats. Just finished the Zinger box. It was damn good. Hell yeah. What's a Zinger? It's a KFC burger. Yeah, no, I think they should nerf the comms, and I don't care that they've nerfed comms that I've completed in the past that took way too long. Like, that's bad. Just do it. Just redeem the gift. Yeah, it popped up that you redeemed it. Good shit. What color did you get? Drew's wearing that. Ugh. It's so clearly an excuse just to not change it. Okay, so the problem is, right, okay, if you want to know why it's a problem that they're not nerfing these comms, it's because of the sheer amount of shit you need. So, look at this, right? So, Reaper's Bones, incomplete. So, these are the 3 comms I have left. I've sold the lesser one. Let me get up the actual numbers required real quick. Sorry, I've got it saved in DMs. Let me just go find it. Okay, so first of all, 3 of these urns don't exist in the game. Reaper's Followers, Reaper's Servants, and Reaper's Disciples urns. These urns do not exist in the game. You can't get them from any voyage. Epic Crud Rant, cheers. Got the tan one? Hell yeah. What are you in Guardians of Fortune? 1,000. These 3 items don't exist. Now, you need 360 caskets of Gilded Bones or Reaper's Masters urns. You just don't, you get 1 per voyage, or you get 2 per voyage. You've got to do 180 voyages minimum to sell all this loot. It's shit. Those are getting added next patch, right? I thought I'd seen this. They have not mentioned these 3 urns anywhere. They might be getting added. I assume they're getting added not next patch, but in the July patch with the new voyage. Maybe. But this amount of requirement to sell this shit is way too fucking high. Like, Shadowed Bones, you get 1 per voyage, and you need to sell 270. Or no, you get 2 per voyage. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's bad design. Unless, if they don't want to nerf the comms, they can do that, but you need to give more of the good loot, because none of this sells for a lot of gold anyway. It's not like, if they did that, you'd be making millions. This just sucks. This is shitty design. Even if you're stealing stuff, you'll never finish these comms unless you do the stupid shit that me and Spooky and all that do, where we just endlessly grind fucking voyages. And we thought it was going to get nerfed, which is why we stopped selling loot, and then we learned that it's not getting nerfed. So, yeah, sucks. And yeah. I don't care about the fact that it's like Reaper loot, like I have to go to Reapers, that's fine. It's just you've got to do too much of it in a way that isn't satisfying. Yeah, no, I know Chef's Unlike. That's why I was excited. Because I've still got to do, like... regardless, I still have a lot of the voyages to complete. Because if we go to Captaincy here... The idea of those 100% comms posts people do at the end of the season. I know, but like it's not like I won't be able to achieve it. It's just you've made it stupid. Yeah, Pirate Milestones. So this... I've done 60 voyages. This needs to be 150 to get the final trinket. So I need to at least do fucking 90 more voyages minimum. But now I've got to do even more than that. And because No one does these voyages after the first week. Stealing this shit, like, I'm just going to have to sit here grinding it. So I'm just going to do a lot more voyage grinding, a lot more loot selling. And I guess if anyone has Reaper's loot that they want to fucking sell, hit me up when you're selling, because I'll happily take it now. That's why you thought you were done selling loot? Yes. Legend of Sea Thieves cool sound title, but just for it to be sinking 500 skelly ships, yeah. The only thing that's challenging about the Commendation is having the patience to grind redundant stuff. That's the problem, right? Like, I see people be like, oh, completionists are mad because the comms, they just rush out all the content and then they say there's no content. It's just like, no, people say the game's content is no content when they add stuff because all they do is they add a number to something and nothing entertaining to it. Like Hunter's Call update, making Hunter's Call go from 50 to 500 was not content. All you've done is slapped a 0 at the end of it. That's not content. The new fishing voyage wasn't content. It was just fishing. Westparty's most new content is always forgotten after the first week's release. Yep, so true. Yeah, it's just like as someone who has done 99% of everything in the game, like, it's just like you don't respect players' time. You make purposely obtuse comms where old school comms, especially old school build drought ones, they were balanced, but they were balanced by like, you know, you'd have to do lots of different things and stuff. You do stuff that was entertaining. You weren't just diving to the same island again and again. The respect players' times now compensate all the people who did all drink. Exactly. If you think you disrespected me by nerfing the comms that I'd already done, then compensate me or just nerf the current comms. Like, simple as that. I've seen a lot of people lost farming Hourglass. No, people can get cursed for doing that. They can, but it takes a long time. Hey, Crowd, I was upset that you did the Roblox slop and didn't join. What? But other than the accommodation requirement is adding more content power, be thankful. Yeah, good point. I didn't. Oh, damn. Well, that's all right, Red Sparks. It was just obligatory for my sponsorship. But even if you're bad, lost farming still so. Oh, definitely. You'll find it's funny the lost farmers paradox. Enough people lost farm that they'll run into other people that are lost farming, but they'll lost farm against them because they don't realize that they're lost farmers. The amount of people who probably instantly get in a match and both sides scuttle is probably really high.
And we're making the call to not devalue your time spent here.
Then nerf the current commendation that is devaluing everyone's fucking time. Yeah, Red Sparks, I will be doing Reaper's Voyages because I got to do a lot of them. Yeah, no, that quote there, Drew, kind of contradicts the reasoning that you're not nerfing the comms, dude. Those things don't really go hand in hand. That doesn't make sense, bro. You must understand this. We don't want to waste your time, so we're going to keep making you waste your time. Yeah, what? They're not, no, so, Balls, they're not nerfing the comms. Because they don't want to waste your time. They want to feel like you waste your time if you already completed the comms. Which I don't think a single person completed the full, probably like one or two. But the loot selling comms, most people didn't bother. Because everyone thought it was getting nerfed. Insert the I think you should leave scene where he orders an obscene number of items at the drive-thru, but it's just SOC comms and milestones. Yeah, didn't they do that last season? No, the last time they nerfed comms was the double barrel pistol season. It was the season after they nerfed the previous season. This isn't Ant War, you're right. Speaking of fucking... Dude, I posted a thing in my fucking Discord today. Dude, the fucking VOD for yesterday on YouTube, I have to go and mute so many fucking songs because of this fucking Roblox shit. Look at these songs. Every time you mute one of the... Every time I take action on one of these, it takes an hour before I can do the next one. God, didn't they do it with the Hunter's Call chess? Did they? Wait, did they? Shit, wait, did they? They did, didn't they? Or did they not? Fuck, I don't even remember. Maybe? God. Dude, this video is the worst possible announcement of Hourglass, so hey, no spoilers. Anyway, moving on.
We know this isn't a new issue for us, and we're going to be much more considered on our commendation balancing in future seasons.
No, you won't. That's empty words. It means nothing. You'll still throw out commendations that are very unbalanced, and then that's it. You have to mute your VOD for Crud first when I share it. Oh, really? That's alright.
But we won't be making any changes here to Season 16's commendations.
You should.
Also arriving in this update is some under-the-hood improvements to matchmaking.
Oh, yeah?
aiming to reduce the wait times for players diving to experiences like Hourglass.
Okay.
This comes in the
I know considered comms where you need 270 or something, but the com for voyages was completed was only 30. Well, that's the thing, right, Megan? They said when we rolled out the Reapers stuff, we balanced it across. We tried to balance it across like the other trading companies, and it's like, okay, but why is it 30 voyages instead of 250 then? You still did 1,000 miles. What fucking stupid number the Chest of Fortune comes up to by now? It's either 240 or 270. I forget. It's been 1 2 minute time. Will actually be 1 to 2 minutes, not 4 to 6. We'll see. Is the only way to reduce wait times just to get more people to play and then get the matches quicker? We'll see.
form of cross-region matchmaking, allowing us to expand the
Okay.
search outside of a player's home region if a suitable match or server hasn't been found. Using Hourglass as an example, crews will initially search for rivals in their home region.
Yep.
However, if a suitable match hasn't been found after a short time, then additional regions will be added to the search over time, broadening the pool of potential rivals.
Okay. Okay. Good and bad. Good because, you know, you might get a match. Bad because unless they have it set to only look for nearby regions, like for OCE, it would be SEA. You will get bad ping, and then you'll be stuck in that region. If I dive for Hourglass for some insane reason, and I end up matchmaking in Southeast Asia, I will be on 150 to 180 ping. Then I finish my match. Now I'm in Southeast Asia. If I dive, I'm not matching with OCE, I'm matching with Southeast Asia. He did clarify about this a bit on Twitter. He said on Twitter they're not keen to cross oceans for EU server Hourglass stuff, but they'll have to do that for OCE. Yeah, they'll have to. So I'm assuming they're going for nearby regions because, you know, that makes sense. But the problem is, once you're in that other region, how do you get out of it and how do you solve the ping issue? It's such an abysmal change from Fight Night to... Yeah, like... Yeah, I don't want to end up in fucking, like... I don't want to end up going from 50 ping to 150 ping for the rest of my session unless somehow no one else is in that region and I go back to my home region. Like, this should be opt-in. This should be a toggle. This shouldn't be the design. Give him the crud, yeah. Clarified here. All right, let's have a look at this. What up, Jonas? After a cross-region match has been made and a player has been placed in an out-of-region server, do you anticipate there'll be a queue back for their native servers as a priority when they redive? If they vote down the Hourglass and Void Shot, will they get native servers? While crews may end up matching onto servers outside of their home region or on matchmaking again, dive into a Voyage next Hourglass Battle or Scuttle, it will then prioritize their home region. Okay. Will that work, though? Ugh. Will that work, though? Because... it's Sea of Thieves. Yeah, prioritize. Big work on the word prioritize there. Cross-region will be gradual and controlled by each region. If queue in the UK south for X seconds, we can then light you up in North and West Europe, hold again until further moving out. We'll aim to only fall back to regions with good quality of service, so may decide not to jump the pond. Yeah, if it works, that's okay. But... remember last month when Hourglass as a whole didn't work? I mean, cheaters can go from one stamp killing to another with ungodly sups. Cheaters don't need sups, Cliff. Time is it for you? It's 5:30 p.m. Yeah, big if. Big if. Will they unban people that used 5 years ago? No, because if you got banned for modifying the game files, you got banned for modifying the game files. You didn't get banned for a change that they then decided to implement into the game. You got banned for breaking the terms of service. Which is going to be a constantly asked question, I'm sure. But no. Got to think of it this way. It was against the terms of service to modify game files. You modify the game files and you got banned. If they change how the game works to implement something that was previously done by modifying game files, that doesn't mean that the person is innocent who modified their game files. Does the prioritize in their home region with a new Hourglass session just put you back in the same original spot you were in, sending you to a new region? Yes, and the problem will be then is that people will think that it's not working even if it is, because they'll be like, oh, why am I not getting a match back in OCE? I got another SEA one. Like, it'll lead to this this confusion where people think that it's not working.
We'll be using network data to control each region's fallback behaviour to ensure we optimise for a good quality experience, alongside improvements to matchmaking.
Wait, they're going to get a good quality experience for Sea of Thieves? How are they going to do that? Where else are you streaming? What, just on Twitch? Don't know, Valmo.
With fight nights starting later this month, we're looking forward to seeing this new system help bring more players together for some carnage.
Cool, so what's going to happen is, because they're going to implement it so quickly after the announcement during fight nights, on fight nights, no one will be able to get a single match in any region. That's what's going to happen. Fight nights will be broken and no one will be able to get a match in any region because they didn't test this. That's in 5 days. Good luck, Steve Harvey. So will NAA stamp merge with West? Well, not stamp merge, just matchmaking for the stamp after a certain amount of time. Like you said, it's after a certain amount of time, which is probably 2 minutes. But it won't be a stamp merge. The FOV updates, we'll see. Are they just hard dropping it? Yeah, you just said we want it by June 19th. So, yeah. Each chat has a Twitch icon, which usually is a sign of multi-streaming. Oh no, that's just my my overlay that I use for my screen. It just adds a Twitch icon because I've never customized it. Because you can use it for multi-streaming. I just don't multi-stream. What up, Farter Fanning? If only there was a good way to test issues with 1,000 active players, optionally opt in to test these features before putting them in the base game. Sorry guys, diving is broken for you, so for compensation you get 2,500 gold. Hey, they didn't give us any gold last time. But yeah, no, if they're implementing this in 5 days, I think it'll break. Because I'd still like to fight Washburn without merging. Yeah, you won't merge. You won't merge.
This update also addresses the Skull of Siren Song respawn rules, provides improved profanity
Oh, I thought they already implemented that. Well, that's good.
filtering in text chat,
No one cares
and
about that.
further performance improvements.
Doubt.
But you'll have to check out the release notes for all the finer details on those.
All of the things that
On the
didn't quite
live
come
game
through.
side, I wanted to call out some of the priority areas the team are currently working on addressing. Strawberry beards on PlayStation 5.
Hey! Remember I told you every time that there's an update, there's an error that only PlayStation has? It keeps happening. It keeps happening. PlayStation 5 is straight up the worst version of Sea of Thieves because it has its own errors that no other version has. Every single update, you go to known issues and it's like, PlayStation 5 users are experiencing an error when they talk to an NPC that their game closes to the main menu. PlayStation 5 players are experiencing an issue where as soon as they raise their anchor, their boat flies off. Like, PS5 is just straight up, like, in such a dismal state. Do PS5 players actually play so? I know, like, 3? PS5 version feels so unoptimized. Yeah, it's an afterthought. When Xbox One isn't the worst thing to play the game on, you know, gamers got problems. Yeah. No, I feel bad for people who started SOD on PS5 and are still trying to chug along because they're like, oh yeah, this game's been out for a while. It should be good. It's just so bad. PS5 is just a different configuration. Yeah, in terms of it works less than every other version. Like, poor guys who have PS5s. I started on PS5, lol, 1K hours? Nice. We should go out to my PS5 homies. Bro's gonna need it. Xbox Series X runs pretty damn good. It should. It should.
While we work to resolve this, if you are being affected, please raise a support ticket and our player support team can troubleshoot this with you.
They can't.
We're then working to mitigate the issues caused by malicious actors targeting players with spam invites.
How is that even a thing? How are people's games being crashed by spamming invites? It's apparently it's an Xbox like security thing, like when cheaters used to be able to ban people. How is that even a thing? How is Microsoft's internal security shit so broken? It's the funniest shit ever. It's just insane that it exists. Lone got 180k invites in one instance. Jesus. Like, thank God you can make it so people can't get it. but then you have to turn off invites from everyone except for friends. But that's just insane that even exists. At least it's a Microsoft thing and not a Rare thing. Yeah. But like, Jesus.
Looking into issues where players lose credit for stolen items once they've been buried. And then some...
I like how that's something people won't even realize that. That's something they fix every year. They keep adding in new items that have stolen properties for comms, and then if someone buries them, it changes who's the owner. It's happened with like every new item that has a stolen comm associated with it. So currently the the Skull of the Banished, if you bury it, it changes ownership. It used to happen for it happened for flags back in the day. So like people on Alliance servers would get to grade 5, bury their flag. Get to grade 5, bury their flag. Get to grade 5, bury their flag. And then also they get to grade 5, they'd keep their flag somewhere safe. They'd go find one of the other crews, and then they'd all bury them and dig them up so they could sell their own flags. Alliance, this is what they used to do. I remember seeing a fucking post about it, and I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, because it would change ownership of the flag. So instead of getting 1 gold, you get 5,000. Stupid.
Some players are becoming stuck, unable to unlock the Mobile Cannoneer achievement or trophy.
Yo, you know who that affects directly? Me. Check this out. Check this out. You know what? Sea of Thieves achievements. Locked achievements, Mobile Cannoneer. Thank you. Thank you, Drew. Thank you. Thank you. Fix my achievements, please. What's his flag talk about? Oh, he was just saying how they're going to make it so they're going to fix a problem with if you bury those skulls and dig them up, it changes who owns them so they don't count as stolen. And that's a thing they had to fix years ago when they added burying to the game, because flags, if you sell your own Reaper flag or whatever, it only sells for 1 gold, but if you sell someone else's, it's like 5,000. And people used to be able to change ownership.
While I've got no timelines on these fixes at the point of recording this video,
you've never got a timeline,
these are all
Drew.
being worked on with urgency by the team. And then I wanted to finish up with an update on game security.
Yay!
May's update went after pack file usage.
And it worked. It worked.
As part of the game update and following hotfix, we've now disrupted players using those game modifications.
You did one thing finally. I'm here at 4K plus Allegiance, grinding my ass off to get 1,000 curses. Based. Guessing players will do the same with the Athena chest? Nah, they didn't have to with that. Rare urgency seems different to normal urgency. A SOT update worked, hooray. Hey man, think about this though. It'll get undone by accident in a future patch.
We did find that players who'd modified game settings such as field of view and sensitivity still had those modified settings remain.
Yes.
And as part of June's update, any of those modified settings will now be returned to default levels.
It's funny because I have a friend who used to use FOV like 4 years ago, and he stopped playing and then he started playing after EAC, and he can't change his FOV back. It keeps resetting. So he's very excited about that because he's like, oh, thank God, I don't have to, like, I'll be able to post clips again. I was like, yeah, dude, nice. Like, that's all he ever did. But yeah, it's just really funny that after EAC, there was no way for him to reset it. Oh, don't worry, Somnus, I will be. Yeah, really funny update. Big ups Vacuum Lawyer.
Now, while our focus here has clearly been on securing our game, we have taken this as an opportunity to review the types of modifications players were using, for us to learn and better understand why players were turning to mods.
Wow, it took 7 years for you to realize, why do people turn the FOV up in the game? Why are people using the default... Why do people want to go above our max FOV, which is the default lowest FOV in 99% of games since the 80s? Why would people be doing that for, you know, getting that 50-year-old nostalgia?
Putting the exploits aside, there was a clear
Wasn't an exploit.
modification that a lot of players had been using, and we weren't really surprised, as it's one we've seen commonly requested in player feedback, and as an accessibility improvement.
Yes, and that's the other thing. It is an accessibility improvement. I don't get motion sickness from video games because I'm not a baby, but I know a lot of you people do. I do feel claustrophobic when I play other games and then I log into SOT and I'm like, whoa, are people upset about 110 FOV? Yes.
So, we're going to be increasing the maximum field of view that we support from the current cap of 90 and extend that up to 110.
Dude, exactly what I was saying months ago. Remember months ago when I was like, all they need to do is go to 110. Don't go to 120, just go to 110. They didn't say Season 18 though. Well, they haven't even announced Season 18. Never thought I'd live to see the day? Yeah. Have a fear of deep water. I can't play Subnautica, but Sea of Thieves I'm okay with because I can actually see in the water. Okay. So, 110 FOV. 110 FOV is a fine compromise. I'm okay with it. It won't be true 110 because 90 is not true 90, but at least it'll be over 100. Insane that it's taken this long. If you did use, the evil methods to get FOV, you will not be unbanned because that was modifying game files. 110 is necessary. 90 FOV is the lowest FOV in most fucking games. Most games, the current max FOV is the lowest. Console, we only have 10 FOV, 90. No, you'll go up to 110 when they haven't updated this yet. Some insane level of bootlegging, people are trying to paint more FOV as a bad thing. You'll see. You gotta wait till we finish the video. It's gonna be a key feature of a new season. Yeah. Didn't you post a clip with your user in it? Wait, didn't you have to post a clip with your user in it to get banned for FOV? Yeah, so that's how people would get banned for FOV, is they'd post a clip that had their username in it with FOV in. Honestly, I don't give a fuck how much more FOV we get. Any amount more will make the game so much more playable, watchable. Been playing with a squashed res for over 5 years, based. I like to have Overwatch's FOV with 103. Are we at the good part? Yes. FOV plus stretch res building on galley is going to be OP.
We've settled at that figure by reviewing the experience across the field of view range. And we feel that
we had a look at other games that are in first person and we realized, wow, 2-digit FOV is not the maximum. That should be the minimum. Ate a McChicken tonight? Fuck yeah, dude. Seeing 125 clips like it's Season 7 Fortnite stretch res. Going to see the FOV with the new ultra wide? Yeah. Wildgate is up to 120? Yeah. When I play Wildgate, I play at 115. I don't like 120. I respect it, and it should be there. I just don't use it. If the FOV is stretched across the 360 monitor setup? Yeah.
10 is the limit before the game's visual experience begins to become compromised.
That's interesting, because I remember years ago, we were told that if they increased the FOV, it would break view models and it would ruin a lot of the experience and it would be so bad. Yo, Quizity! Cheers for the gift sub, you legend. That's interesting. A theory I had presented to me was, does anyone think that something will go wrong with the FOV where the corners of the screen people will be A-posing because it won't know to render them properly? We all know how it looks and 99% of views higher FOV doesn't care. Yeah. Hey, guess what? We get to see our guns. We get to see our guns finally. Gun skins now, the tier list of gun skins changes because you'll actually be able to fucking see the models even if they're big, ugly ones, and you'll still be able to see in front of you. You know, this fixes 99% of fucking sniper skins, plus, makes a lot of the blunders a little nicer to have. This is, like, you get to see them cock the hammer of the pistol. I'm so excited to see my ghost sniper. Blunders are used. Yeah, blunders will now be beautiful. Sub-goal for Delta Rune? Maybe. Rare can't understand that people would rather have broken view models and be able to see what's going on than being stuck in 95. Yep. Whoa, the most basic quality of life thing that should have been added years ago. Time to run coral cannons. All right, ease up. Is there a visual cannon fix to want to... So here's the thing, right? Is the FOV changing for everything or just for first person? Like, is it changing for on the wheel? Is it changing for on the cannons? This change shouldn't be a big deal, but it really is. That's exactly right, NZ Goblin. Nothing about this change should be a cause to celebrate, except for the fact that this company has just been making shit badly for years now. Can't you see my default sniper in all its glory? Dude, this, what is it? The Seasoned Sailor Sniper? You'll finally be able to see the difference between that and the default one. What up, Barry? Oh, jeez. Delta Rune Chapter 3 side details give so much context to entry number 17. It's insane. I don't know what any of those words mean. Most mediocre update they should have done years ago. Sounds like saw. Yeah.
We've kicked off the work required here to address the various animation issues seen when
You got an ad, bro? Oh, dude gifted but didn't sub? Oh, no. Default sword will be smaller? Dude, the Order of Soul sword, the tiny one. You'll have this tiny little toothpick. And because this community have so many people that just associate Morphov with cheating and exploiting and refuse to see other people's point of view. Yep. Oh, okay, Kelp. Hype train, yeah. I love that hype trains just kind of don't correlate with actual fucking things at the moment. They just kind of happen at random now. Hey, Zoma Queen, thank you for the gifted to Quizity. Yeah, Quizity. refresh the stream, bro. You'll get rid of your ads. No, I am excited to be able to see my blunders because it's so crazy that you don't get to see half of the shit that you're holding.
Playing above 90. But once resolved, we'll be rolling this change out to insiders for testing as part of our future update.
When? When is the future update? When is it, Drew? Is it this season? Is it next season? Drew followed me on Twitter today. Nice. We can finally see the rings. Yeah. Can't wait to see my 2-shot kill shotgun. Can play Overwatch again during Craftfest. I might do it during Craftfest. Yeah, I might make that like a little mini goal to do some TDMs on that. But the most exciting thing about next season, people that are on the wiki are going to be mad. They're going to take POV screenshots of all the skins again. Dude, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. That's funny as. Dude, oh, you know what? You know what I like when I've seen FOV footage? Is how nice bucketing looks when you can actually see, like, through your arms when you throw it. Like, you hold the bucket with both hands and you can see the under the bucket. We'll actually be able to see the actual models of things. They've actually modeled the first-person weapons fully, or are they just going to have missing parts in high FOV? I mean, if people use FOV like via a cheat engine, you can see that it is like the items are modeled. 110 FOV cannot be this serious to have to test an insider. That's the other thing as well. They can just like turn up the number and then have people go, this gun looks a little broken. This weapon looks a little broken. I've watched TDMs times 50 sub goal. Yeah, it might be. Nessie pointed out something good to me, which is if you're a fat pirate and you're on a wheel and you look to your left, you can see into your shoulder on current FOV. Remember that? Roth, don't even remind me.
While our game health team have been busy focusing on security, performance, and recently stepping into some long-standing bugs.
While our game health team have been focusing on the game health things they should be focusing on,
I'm excited that this team is now starting to stretch even further into the experience.
So they have too many things to do and things start to fall off again.
And begin working on these kind of game improvements. I've said it before, but the shape of the team is shifting in order for us to focus more time on improving the heart of the experience.
Empty
for now,
words.
Let's call it there. Catch you all next time.
All right, Drew.
Mo Dangus.
All right. So, recap. Showcase, garbage. Next season looks like shit. Mid-season update, who cares? Reaper's Bones comms not being balanced, dog shit. Change the comms. I don't care if you think it's disrespecting my time spent. I would prefer if you didn't continue doing that by making these comms overblown. Cross-region matchmaking might be okay if they don't fuck it up. They will fuck it up. Priority areas, who cares? FOV increase. Finally. I'm just glad it's over. Alright. Let's have a look at the clown show, shall we? Oh, also, sorry, before we even start that, there's one rule when it comes to Sea of Thieves, and that is if there's a good change coming, there will always be a Jotaro quote saying that it's not coming. Even though this was 2 years ago, full credit, this was 2 years ago, community managers speaking with authority on things such as game dev, which you aren't in game dev if you're a community manager, it's a problem. It's a problem. You don't get to say, there is no debate. We have given our stance on it as a studio. SOT was designed at 95 max. There are no plans to change that for multiple reasons. One being it would ruin the gorgeous work done by our art team. 125 looks like a fishbowl. Secondly is our Game Pass's accessibility at a global Microsoft level. We won't be changing this decision, so there is no debate to be had. Hey, you're a community manager. You aren't a game dev. You don't get to say these things with authority. You're wrong. Yes, this was 2 years ago, but her points are still her opinion. 125 doesn't look like a fishbowl. 125 looks normal. Play another fucking video game. I say this about the SOC community, and now I'm saying it about the community managers. Play any other fucking video game. Cringe Bell agrees, 125 looks nice. Above 120, I don't like. I usually play 115 on games. I will say, like, 120 is the, like, that's the point. But that doesn't mean you need to try to insult people about it. And that doesn't mean you need to say, they will never, ever do this. They will never do this. 185 would be the fishbowl. Yeah. Imagine playing another game for reference. But the game you played a couple weeks ago, he plays Little Hermit Crab, dude. I've still got it. I just got to go back and practice it because I was struggling. 125 feels too much. Apart from Sonic, you just played 110. Yeah, 110 to 115. That's what I was saying. I was saying months ago, if they ever do increase FOV, make it 110. But 120 is a good option. People need it. But once again, if you're a community manager, don't just make these blanket statements with no proper, like, approved wording from another person within the company and just say, it's not even up for debate. Drop anchor, drop sales. We're not adding new Skelly cosmetics, actually. Just, you know, the point of a community manager is you represent the community and the game positively, not be a, like, nag. 110 is a fair compromise because 120 does start to show some model errors. Yeah, 120 is the, like, hard limit that I would go to. They could have gone to 115. I would have played 115. 110's fine, though. The problem is, though, SOT's FOV is not true. 90 FOV in SOT is about 86.5. It's not 90. Yeah, I know, Perd. We'll see. We'll see. Drop anchor, drop sales. I'm a rare staff, actually. Maybe don't tell a rare staff you're exploiting. Yep. It's crazy that someone who's supposed to be considered like a positive and wholesome member of the community is like just actively antagonistic. They're more of a community Karen than a community manager. Yep. We're not adding new Skelly cosmetics. Adds a whole set like a month later. Yep. The best thing about that was the day that she said that was the day after it was leaked that they were getting added from data mining. Why is it 86.5? Because they don't know how degrees work. Will it change the canon FOV? That's what I was asking before. I hope so. Because if it doesn't and the FOV lowers when you jump on the cannon, that's going to stink. Okay. Whew, here we go. What's in the comments section? I don't know. I feel like clothing presets isn't that high of an expectation. I didn't even think of that, actually. I didn't even think of that. I guess that's not what he was referring to. The showcase wasn't... No, that's kind of not the right... This comment is not about what Drew was speaking about here. Yeah, I reckon, Carl. Devs seem like the bad side of the community a little, but at least they make an attempt. Yeah, for once. I feel like something's going to happen. It works on base level, but when you action, it reverts to 90. Yeah. What up, 80mm PC fan? 110 vanilla FOV is godsend. I could not be more excited for that. Finally, hell to the yeah, about time. You are very easily impressed, my dude. This clown already backpedaled what we can expect from the future of the game. I don't think they can save this shit. Okay, whatever, bro. We get it. 65 doesn't change cannon FOV. Save all outfits. Yep, add them to the game. 7 years to increase FOV is wild. It's better than never. Negative Nancy over here, brah. Try it, nothing changes. Yeah, I will. Let me put the favorite weapon on skins. Well, that's a good... Oh, let me put favorite on weapon skins? Yeah. What up, Bean? You're way too excited this shit. So, yeah, like, even though, like, I'm still saying, like, it is too little too late. Calm down. Like, 80mm PC fan. Did I say 90? I'm thinking of 95, bro. Needing a higher FOV is wild. Okay, that's a little bit... What do you mean needing a higher FOV is wild? It's normal. It's how video games are made. The FOV slider news is amazing. Preset outfits would introduce lag. You could allow us to favorite items. That's what I was saying yesterday. At least add a favoriting of items It's not a need, it's a want. It's a necessity. If you have to open your video being defensive of your most recent announcements, you probably should learn to read the room and reassess your priorities. That's the other thing. That's what, at the start, they kind of blamed the people for not being happy. Needing a high FOV is wild. It feels like evidence SOT players don't play anything else. I've been saying it for months now. SOT players don't play any other game, so they don't understand why these things that people want are things that they want. They think people are entitled for wanting basic fucking features that are in 100% of other video games. Anybody involved in SOT plays anything else? Nope. Monjaro pen tutorial. Yo, I watched that video 6 months ago when I got on Monjaro. How many updates is going to take for Red to read the room that they're consistently missing expectations? You have a dedicated fan base who wants to game thrive. It continues to be clear that resources are being used for things no one asked for and for weak season updates. We all want this game to succeed, but there are so many things that could be done. Don't give us another roadmap, because last time they were off by like a year. Are your resources low now because there is something big coming? No. This was the case in the past. Actually, it wasn't. So talk about it. It's your boy, Damage Control Drury, back at it with another video. We know the commendations are poorly balanced, but we aren't going to change it. Is absolutely insane. That was straight up dog shit that they said they're not going to do it. They explained why it makes sense. No, their explanation was bad. Yeah, completing 270 voyages unimpeded because you have to sell a certain item 270 times is probably one of them. Like, that's bad. Wait. It's the Reaper casket ones. They're terrible, and only a handful of extremely loud crybaby people whined about it being nerfed. Fuzzy and a douchebag named Toxic Healing. Did Fuzzy get mad about the idea of it being nerfed? I didn't know that they didn't say anything publicly about them being nerfed, did they? So what is this guy referring to? I'm late. How was SOT Rant? We're still going. Problem with the casual player who works and has a family can't spend however many tens of hours to get all the accommodations, which is why Memphis is begging for less accommodations. So you expect them to drop new content that we can play in 10 minutes? No! I'll believe it. Yeah, I'll believe it. I don't know who Toxic Helix is. Why would Fuzzy be upset by the nerf? There's no way he's finished the comm. I don't even know. Probably, you know what? If he is upset, it's probably because it interrupts his content, which is going up to people and then jumping on a fort cannon and shooting at them while they're doing a voyage. You know the game is bad when the best update in a while is just a 20-degree FOV increase. Yeah. Saying you don't want to change values on accommodations because you value people's times while leaving them at ridiculous numbers is such an oxymoron. Yep. CMs are the voice of the devs. They just say what the devs tell them. The devs change their minds and end up throwing CMs under the bus because of it. Charmander Dodo, yes and no. This specific game's CMs have multiple times now made blanket statements on a whim reactionarily to things that people who know is not how it is, though. Like, Jotaro said, we won't be adding skeleton cosmetics because too few people even have the Skelly Curse, the same day that new skeleton curse cosmetics were added to the game files. There is a problem with not receiving or not asking for approved wording that comes out of a lot of the CMs and a lot of the Discord mods. Like, you've got Shira saying that you shouldn't be able to fucking bury Reaper's chest to do more foddered stacks. Like, usually I'd agree with you, but not with SOT. With SOT, the CMs are given free reign to say whatever the fuck they want, and it's not good. It's not good. Like, genuinely, these people should be getting in trouble at work for these things and then being told, hey, don't fucking say things that make us look bad, especially when that's not how it's going. 15 stolen skulls for a Skelly Head is insane. After day one, it's hard to get now. Yes. So, yeah. Good luck doing that. CMs don't go into the office ever, but they're developers. Yeah, that's the thing. CM is not game dev. You're developing the community, and you're doing a piss poor job of it. You guys ready? You guys ready for it? Let me have a drink of water real quick. Oh. 2 minutes 45, cross-region matchmaking. 5 minutes 16, FOV increase. Best update in these areas. Finally, you did a good job, Rare. Oh, here we go. Well, they have to cater for the angry sweaties sometimes. Wink. Begin the clown music. Where is he? Did he back out after one comment? He backed down after one comment. Fellas, we are beating the clown. The clown is losing. He's giving up faster. And what the fuck is this word? Sweat ties? It's not a word, idiot. It's not a word, you moron. Wait, is this a talk about Eddie? Yeah, his theme song's playing right now. Every time we look at YouTube comments, he shows up. And then this music just starts playing. Look, people can even predict that it's going to happen 18 hours ago. Who are we calling a clown? The biggest clown in the sock community. The man who chases women across Twitter to their Twitch to abuse them in DMs when they block him instead of him blocking them. The man who has never had a correct opinion about Sea of Thieves. The man who has nobody on his side, not even Mutinous Mel or the Blue Hats. The man who will ban you from his Twitch. The man who will block you from his Twitter. The man who gets about 3 viewers average per stream and loses about 3 followers per stream. Streaming for 9 years. Didn't even make it into the stream team when I saw them let people who have never streamed into the stream team. The clown himself. Edward the Bear. Hated by everyone, but it's deserved? Yeah. The man who will call you bitter when he has never shown a positive shred. Just tuned in, unblocked. Of course you're blocked. Of course you are. Captain Falcon and Fuzzybon follow back really went to Eddie's head. Yeah. Boo this man. Yeah. Eddie, you want to be a voice actor? You can't even fucking spell or read or write, dude. Just figure it out. All right. Well, hopefully he doesn't show up again in these comments. What else we got? Thrilled Grounded 2 is coming out. What the fuck? When I'm in the most underwhelming update competition, my opponent is rare. Real. They changed the title from Developer Update to We Missed the Mark here. They should. That has become a new thing. Well, it's not a new thing, but it's become the most common thing with these. Yeah, he calls so many people bitter. I've said so many times before, even his own Twitch chat, that he tries to argue with his chat. Someone could say anything and say, well, actually, no. Then argue with his chat and be so negative, it generally felt like a war zone trying to talk to him. Landmines type shit. Yeah, no, he's the world's most wrongest person. Everyone is right by comparison to him. Like, he just can't. He just can't. TBF, the FOV alone makes this edge out as a positive update. It does help, but then, you know, it's so late. He's really horrible as a Twitch streamer. He is, but as he said in his stream team application, come into my stream anytime and it'll be like a bartender serving you on Maple Street. And he said, I found a place of comfort in comfort. And it was like, cool, dude, that doesn't make sense. He disagrees with himself. Yeah. You could literally send his own takes to him and he'll disagree with them. And then you can be like, yeah, so that was your take, idiot. Who's this horrible person? Just a nobody. Can I get an angel shot? Yo, going into Eddie the Bear's bar and asking for an angel shot. And you're like, who is it? You're like, you, get out of here. When's the monthly update? On the 19th. 5 more days. Finally, the FOV increase. Now we just need Arena back. That ain't happening. We're making the call to not devalue time, but you are with the unnecessary amount of grinding. It's not worth it. This part is crazy. Like, how is it not devaluing time by continuing to have a commendation that requires way too much effort that genuinely you won't ever achieve it without grinding it like I have been? Commendation situation is crazy. At 220. Yeah, Jimbo based. Did we not get the comm requirements reduced because one guy no-lifed and paid for completions? Give me a break. Most likely. It's kind of sad people need to give up on Arena. They do. See, I've said this now, like, even if they bring back Arena at this point, it's not going to save the game's player base, and it's not going to be good. Like, just check out Eddie's vids. I think he's actually autistic. Not even making fun of him. He's genuinely autistic. Oh, no, he definitely is. Like, go look at his Twitter. Like, it's embarrassing. He has clearly he has no social awareness, especially no self-awareness, because if he had any fucking self-awareness, he'd delete his account. Would it hurt to add it back, though? Yes, because they can't have a second map in the game. It would actually literally just cause problems. Have you seen the new game project, Ahoy? Yeah, so, I don't know about you, but to me, if I am going to play a fucking pirate game, like Sea of Thieves, the art style needs to not be, real. I don't. No. I don't care for this. I'm sorry. It's too like real. If I want to play a pirate game, it's got to be a goofy, silly one. This will probably be a good game. Don't get me wrong, but this isn't like a replacement for Sea of Thieves to me. This is just kind of another pirate game. Yeah. Get rid of that. I don't know about him being autistic. I don't think everything he does is just him trying to argue being miserable people. He's generally terrible being around. Yeah, he's bitter. The reason he calls everyone bitter is because he's used to hearing that word said about himself, and he's trying to project. More of a realistic game. Oh, no, if you're a realistic gamer, that's fine. But, like, if I'm playing a pirate game, I want it to be a stupid-looking one. It's a replacement for Skull and Bones. God. I think you guys should revamp your management, bring in new eyes. Real. Calling him calling everyone else bitter is like cheaters calling Theb a freak. Yeah, it is. It is. It's just like the most obvious projection. It's like how he says rent-free, and it's like, you brought it up, though. How is it rent-free if you brought it up? Why do people call it crud launching? The reason people call it crud launching is because an old joke of mine is calling everything crud, like how we started putting a cannonball crate behind a cannon crud box, and then we had Crud Island, which is the Island of Reapers. Just putting crud in front of everything. And so what happened was there was that thing called lumping where you could climb through a window onto the ladder and one blunder someone. And I, as a joke, kept saying like, no, that's actually called crud. Climb out the window, get on the ladder, one blunder someone. And anyway, then when launching the map launch came out, I, as a joke on Nessie's stream, go, yeah, that's called crud launching, by the way. And then he's like, no, it's fucking not. I'm like, no, it is. Trust me. Everyone will be calling it crud launching in a couple days. And then I just kept saying it was called crud launching. And then now it's just called crud launching. That's it. I had no involvement in the discovery of it. I was bad at it for like 2 weeks. But it's all about influence. It's all about getting the name out there. Nessie gets so sad about that. Yeah, no, it's really funny. Sure, it got my name like blacklisted in the SOT Discord and shit, but I don't give a fuck. SOT Discord is the worst place for communicating. Remember you said in the Theb video against Angry Galleon, you told him a random thing Theb did was the crud launch? Yeah. Crud Island is the larger or the smaller Reaper Islands. Theb Island's the small shitty one. Yep. Thank you. That's all good. That's all good. Yeah, so literally, it's just a joke. Not like you use it avidly. I mean, you can't use it anymore. Just looking for other people we know. No one hates the game more than Rare does Sea of Thieves. Finally, FOV increase. A sizable chunk of the player base is muted or banned from the SOT Discord, blocked by SOT Twitter. Yep. I'm a PS5 player, so I don't know the story. Oh, true. Yeah. What affects Nessie more, his teacher or the crud launch? I think both evenly. It's not FOV, it's AFOV. Yeah, it's because he was saying FOV. What up, Mac? Fish? Hey, man. Fish launch never worked. It never took off, Mac. You and Noob with your cringe little campaign to have the name be different didn't work. And anyone who calls it fish launch now gets made fun of. And even back then. Nah, never took off. The reason why, Mac, I told you this as well when you were like, I don't know, trying to rage bait me about it, was that it wasn't the tool used to set up the launch. It was what the launch was, which was like movement manipulation midair. It didn't matter how you did it. It was the actual launch. So even though it was map launch, it was rod launch, it was all those, it was always crud launch because it was what you were doing in the air. It wasn't how you got in the air. And people trying to call it fish launch and shit just made it really confusing for people who didn't get it. Like, unironically, the new cannon launch was a pseudo crud launch. It wasn't a full crud launch because you couldn't control yourself properly, but it was a pseudo one. Remember the time Mac believed you got a massive Hourglass streak when Hourglass was down? Yeah, Mac's stupid. Run of the 80s 35. Oh, geez, remember kite launch? Mac, only you called it kite launch to yourself. I remember it should have been called something like that. Or like it was, I would have called it like Wind Waker sales. You gonna look at the SOT Reddit? Dude, do you not see it right there? It's there, brother. Yo, please have a look at the pristine teeth drop rate. Real! I killed the Redmore over 20 times. I still only have one pristine tooth. Oh. No, that was the first video that leaked it. The unlisted one with 10 views. Oh, I swear you said it, though. Can you just make a new crud launcher already? I'm working on it. So crud launcher is a more fun ring. Noob blocked me even though I'm American, so I'll keep spreading the crud launcher. Well, Noob blocked you because you follow Noob Face Archive. Which, by the way, really, really good Nessie moment today on Twitter. Regarding that. Where is it? Let me find it. I love when Nessie just pops off. So Noob deleted a tweet. And Sponge goes, "On the server shut down now. I'm surprised it's playing at all." And Noob goes, "Okay, that might explain it." And then Nessie just goes, "At Noob face archive context." And then Noob gave context. Oh, that was like, I forgot about the Noob face archive shit. That was too good. It's always so funny. What time is it in OCE? 30:30. Ew, stinky comment right here. Hang on. What is it? What's he called? Hang on. We need to get the pegs on our noses for this one. Commenting purely on the hope of being featured comment in the Spammels live stream, which I'm watching right now as he reviews the comments on this video. I perceive you. Anyway, moving on. So I still have to obtain 50 skulls and mark me on the map that I have to fight to keep just so I can be allowed to buy an outfit set. I agree with the 50 skulls never being nerfed. This is a cope right here. That wasn't the thing people wanted nerfed. People wanted the fucking selling of raw loot items nerfed. He doesn't know you, bro. He does. Does Spammels have some allegations? Yeah, of viewbotting for 4 months straight. You don't go from 50 max viewers to 700 for 4 months and then back down to 50 max viewers without a little bit of cheating. I wasn't looking at the screen. What was the reason behind the Uncle Ruckus? Don't worry. Probably written in thick rims and thigh highs. Who even watched that? 50. No, see, like, the 50 skulls thing is good. It should never have been nerfed. So, like, the idea this person wanted that to be nerfed is stupid. Really? That's crazy? I don't know. I mean... 1 second. Do you feel like showing the clip of Puff finding Spammels doing the supply exploit while playing with rare stuff? If I had it. I don't know. You tell me. Going from average viewers 38 to 264 to 275 to 283 to 290 back down to the 50 where you belong and then never reaching that high again other than one front page stream. I don't know. To me personally, that looks a little sus. That looks a little strange. And also when other fellow SOP partner Kiterath had the exact same thing happen for the exact same time period. I don't know though. I'm just a random streamer that doesn't like SOP partners. Not, you know, that thinks viewbotting is fucking scumbag work. Dude, he was just making good content for 4 months. What, like, Pal World and Skull and Bones and Outlast Trials and Far Cry 6? Bro, we know you viewbot. Never. See you later, Mr. Beast. Yeah, dude, it was so popular. Yeah, I bet it was. I fucking bet it was. We're all bots. That's alright. Far Cry 6 popped off. Yeah, apparently so. Popped off for this. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I'm not seeing too much clownery here, which is good. Do something with external cheats. They still exist and bring back Arena. I didn't know that external cheats bring back Arena. So they can close it again. Ryan M is onto something. Hang on, where was Ryan M? I scrolled too many times. Fix the water! Yeah, based. Don't know what's wrong with the water. Please remove the Briggsy quest from the mask. Yo, actually, unironically, do that. Put it next to Lorena. Slean, hang on, bro. I saw your comment. Oh, is that the clip? Dude, me when I'm a SOP partner and I'm playing with rare stuff and I'm just, you know, doing the supply glitch to purchase infinite supplies.
Oh, he's doing the funny! Are you kidding me, Spammels?
Doing the funny on a freaking rare ship.
Thank God he's friends with Jotaro, so there's no ramifications whatsoever. Zero. Lucky for that. Lucky no one was watching. Yeah, good on you, bro. Good on you, bro. He was a rare staff. Yeah, he was. Yeah, no, that's good. Lucky he's partner legend, and, you know, not the people that deserve it, that, you know, can actually meet at least Twitch partner fucking average viewers, let alone SOT partner ones. All right. Enough of this. Now let's go look at the Reddit comments. Yeah. TL, too long didn't watch. The player expectations for season 17 preview were unfairly high. How dare you, players? You're based. In hindsight, we think the requirements of the new Commendation for season 16 we went with were too high. We aren't going to change them though, because that would be unfair to the select few of already cheesers on Alliance servers and or with exploits. Fuck you. Here's a new FOV slide for increased range. I haven't looked on the completionist Discord since last season, to be fair, but I don't think I've seen anyone who actually did finish these comms yet. What's the supply glitch? Oh, that's gone. It's an old one. There's a supply glitch at the moment. You just both buy supplies at the same time. Everyone in your crew can do it at the same time. Exact same time. Same supply. Just Toxic Helix? Who the fuck? I don't know who that is. Take a shot every time an update amounts, so we won't fix it, but we'll try to be better next time. Yerp. Ew, Purd. I just saw what you sent me. We're so out of touch. I feel it, the community feels it. The numbers online show it. Why? This game is a gem being missing out so bad lately. I'm glad this is happening. Now it's not just the YouTube, it's also the Redditors. The gates are being torn down. First it was the YouTube commenters. They're all becoming red-pilled. They're all becoming anti-woke about SOT, and now the Redditors are. It's good. Toxic Completionist pretty much is always the first finish each season. Oh, I've never heard of him. Fair enough. No, this is good. They escape the Matrix. They're waking up. Next it'll be Twitter. I mean, the Twitter's always mixed. It's when it's blue sky. that's when it means something. See, Zombie Queen. Why does your Reddit look 20 years old? Because it looks better this way. Fuck new Reddit. New Reddit looks like shit. I mean, Reddit in general is shit. I don't use it other than for this shit. Literally out in the forest right now. Dude, nice. Also, before you start, you should watch the clip I sent to close to last week at the end. Look at the health bar and final frame. Oh, man. Has been worried before. Let me explain my feelings about it. Can't wait to share more on a refreshed approach to season. So season 17 is the new standard. Hate when people say standard. I'm not reading your comment now. Learn to spell. Hey, we know the commendation. Yeah, we already read this comment. Wait. Oh, no, that's not good. Did I see we should change it? Yep. I want to see people mad about FOV. Why is no one mad about FOV here? Actually, hang on. Where was the thing that I got sent? Where was that? Where the hell was that? Here we go. Oh, that's on Twitter. Okay, we'll see that on Twitter. No one on Reddit understands FOV. No one on Reddit understands fucking basic social interactions, to be fair. Larger FOV slider and wider hourglass matchmaking seems nice, I guess. Okay, bro. Oh, wait, here we go. Valero Mega Sot with his negative 15 upvotes. Let's see what he says. This was overall a decent update, and the FOV increase is a major W. I do think the Commendation change stance is weird, and they should rethink it. Okay. Somewhat normal for once. I think a lot of people are just generally in a negative mood this season, rightfully so. The Commendation's oddly structured. It feels kind of bad they're not going to alter the comms because it would devalue the work done by people currently, even though a grand majority exploited. There's no exploit. There's no exploit for the current loot, you fucking idiot. Same island resetting isn't an exploit. Same island resetting isn't an exploit. That's just a normal thing that you can always do. No, he's only on 7. This is my personal downvotes for this guy. Is that the Yonko Major? Yeah. The man who blocks everyone on Twitter and like is obsessed with trying to be a namer on the Reddit. Yeah. Loser. Thought this was Jeff Hardy based. Great, we get better profanity filters but zero anti-cheat. Okay, well, the chest stuff with the skull killed the whole PvP stuff. Alright, this is all more the same. Shartballs Gaming says, this update seems pretty divisive across social media platforms with different views on the games. Cross-region matchmaking FOV slider increase some of the most amazing news I could get today. But I saw some say it's break glass in case of emergency W, which I kind of see. Which it is, you're right, Shartballs Gaming. Here's an upvote. This is break glass in case of emergency. As we showed earlier, let me bring it up again. Let me go find it again, because I fucking didn't have it saved. As we showed earlier, apparently their stance was that they didn't want to do FOV ever. 2 years ago. So yes, things do change, but they did say we don't want to do it. So it is break glass in case of emergency. Because the emergency is no one's fucking playing. Thanks. Is this you, Kelp? Kelp, there's no way you're Sharp Balls Gaming, dude. Get out of here if you're Sharp Balls Gaming. Finally, Bellatrix reference in the thumbnail. Yo, what the hell, bro? Wait, what was the thumbnail? Oh, because he's eating a banana. Okay, well, Oh, fuck you, Kelp. That actually is you. You piece of shit. You suck, Kelp. You aren't Sharp Balls Game. Bro. How dare you be Sharp Balls Gaming, Kelp? Alright, now let's go to the Twitter. Some guy called Nisaido says W. He just forgot the rest of his sentence, I think. Get out of there. Okay, massive W. Everyone's saying it's good. Great news. Will it be available on Nintendo Switch 2 at Nintendo America? This is all great, but when are you guys going to allow us to have friends join on another ship in the same server? Never. Never. Example, I'm a sloop, but a friend has a galleon with 4 friends in the same server. That'll never be a thing. You can actually do that by just finding them in another server, because no one plays. Okay. I'm sorry, space, comma, space, but only 0.01 player has finished Season 16 Commendation. Other player have complained that they get nerf on previous season? No. S16 quest is no played, because it's annoying. Reaper should have more quests, like raid dive to get loot too. You know what? He's right. He's right. He is correct. Fuck off, Hyper. What the fuck is this? Oh, I don't even look like this anymore. I look sexy now. I'm all skinny now. You haven't seen? No. Sounds like Hourglass gonna be broken again. That's true. It will be broken. We want Beast Titan. It was in Discord earlier too. Oh, God. Finally, standard accessibility features that will mean less noisy playing SOT. It's a shame it's taking so long and so many people have already been banned for trying to implement themselves. True. FOV is genuinely an accessibility issue. Like I said, I don't need it because I don't get motion sickness, but I don't like the feeling of a boxed-in FOV. Reduce the match time for Hourglass battles. Oh, I thought he was saying to make them have a time limit. That confused me. What is this? Okay, bro. Cool. All positives. Even JC Bailey, who rarely you like seeing him pop up, even he says, nice, now doing game crosshair. Big W. Oh, hey, here's the guy who didn't want the comms nerfed. How dare he? Yep, everyone's in the same agreement. You should be nerfing the comms. His name sounds like a real estate company. You do not want him in your replies on Twitter, I'll tell you that. Unreal of you to blame the community for having unrealistic expectations when it's 100% your fault. True, Black Queens forever. The Toxic Helix guy is such a pain in the ass in Police Discord. Yeah, I've only seen people, I'd never heard of him before, and now I'm just seeing people shit-talking him. What does he do that's so annoying? Like, someone in the YouTube comments called him a douchebag. And I was like, I don't know what he is. I didn't even know he was a completionist. Really have more substance, they're trying to fix it using the same logic they had for FOV change. Yeah. Do you think that a lot of these people might not even hold some of these opinions? They just want recognition from Blue Hat's content creators? Yes. Last thing was endlessly complaining about rainbow colors in the changed server icons. Wait, really? He's a homophobe? Get the fuck out, Toxic Helix. I'm one of the odd ones out, I think, and prefer to play at the default 78. If I get anywhere near 95, then the fisheye effect becomes too noticeable for me, and the left and right edges distort very noticeably when I rotate. Glenn Edwards, what's going on, bro? Wait. You used to work at Rare? Bro, what is the prescription on those glasses? You might have some of the worst eyesight in the world if that's how you feel. What? What? Dude, there's no fisheye effect in 95. It's not even a fucking oval at that point because the edges are cut off. This guy's so nice, though. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, he's nice, but what are you talking about, bro? That's crazy. Jesus. Tucker's dream? Yeah. I just played the game for the first time in years, and I had a pride flag up, and some guys said, nice pride, and repeatedly killed us, then sunk us. You guys need to do something about that. Huh? If all they said was nice pride, and then they killed you so they could sink you, I mean, that's not really that. That's just kind of sinking you and a small amount of rage bait, but they weren't being homophobic. What do you mean, bro? What are they going to do about that? Teach you how to fucking defend yourself in the game? If this guy didn't include the phrase sunk us, I'd be like, okay. But he said that they sank him. So you had an interaction with someone. Nothing about the dupe exploit. Interesting. Must be playing on stretch res. There's a bit of distortion at the edge. Free zoom at the edges. Didn't folks get banned for this? Yes, because they were modifying game files. Holy moly, 20 hours left on gifted sub discount. Oh my god. Kind of crappy. They aren't lowering commendation requirements. Exactly. Oh my god, oh my god. Finally, good news. Refund, you made me happy. Finally, 95 was horrid. As a console controller player that has always been a console controller player that's never cared about the FOV being an issue whatsoever, this is clearly aimed towards appealing to PC players. Feels like another step toward getting console players to quit. I gotta go take a piss. You guys just read this again. Alright. Some of the best players in the world have used controllers as their main input. You can be insanely fast and consistent on controller, you just need to push yourself and practice rather than keeping a mindset like this and holding yourself back. True, Doug Sluggins. To be ignorant pretending that controllers have a chance in hell as any skill ceiling compared to mouse and keyboard is crazy in a game such as this. Don't compare pros to all. Movement and ability to aim quickly is important, and using your entire arm compared to just your thumb. Not to mention, servers have felt like they are migrating controller-only lobbies into PC lobbies more often without telling us, which they have said can happen to keep lobbies active. Having a tough time enjoying the game I've loved for so long. That's not the case, you just fogged good players. Cross-playing console servers are completely separable. They only say it's not guaranteed, so they're not liable if their matchmaking fails, but that hasn't happened to me ever in the last 4 years. Just get better. You can increase it on console as well, you know that, right? Me and my crew, all Xbox control players, have been waiting for this change for a long time and welcome it. Your argument doesn't make any sense anyway, just play on console servers. What does this mean? So his complaint is obviously you can't turn very quickly with the controller. Turn up the sensitivity, my brother. Bro isn't a seasoned gamer. Dude, his name is Beer is Iced Cold. I'm just here to follow moderately important people. The only thing people who are like this on Twitter are accomplishing is calling themselves out for being dog shit at the game. Yeah, like, I don't understand this. People who use controllers want more FOV as well. It's not like... What? What is wrong with this person? What we're ranting about today is stop being part of what stop being shimlers and track how many reasons. Hey, we're getting 110 FOV. Maybe it's complaining more about being a TV user instead of a controller user. High FOV makes things tiny depending on your viewing distance from the display. That is true. That could be what he means. But he really just keeps harping on the fact he uses a controller and that like this is like pushing people away. Where it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. I wish they could bring steamships in the game. Seth Herrera, my God, you're right. You understand? Controller is bad and he won't change. Caught up with 2014. No, we caught up with 1985. Controller is mostly just an excuse in Salt 2. Like, on PC, I guarantee hand sponge controllers to be me. Oh, I've fucking seen heaps of people that are good with controllers. There's people with controllers who shit on Theb and me all the time. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, I don't want to see the border killing me. Yeah, I want a lower FOV. Ugh. Le jeu est depuis la sortie de la dernière saison. Il crache son arrêt. Fucking gross language. What did you say? Something about eating a frog? This game has been a blast since release of the latest season. It crashes non-stop. Hmm? Has it been a blast or is it crashing? Oh, whatever. French people. Who listens to them? Blast is a mistranslation, yeah. And here comes the question that will always be no. I hate to be the guy that's bothering you at a time like this, but at a time like this, what, is he like in crisis? But are there any plans for players who historically banned for usage of FOV to be forgiven unbanned? Probably not, because they modified game files, which is against the rules. It doesn't change it. Oh, it's Lucas. He's about to Sea of Thieves, not gonna lie. Okay. Here's the comment. Here's the comment. We don't... Oh, sorry. That's a female avatar. Hang on. We don't need more FOV. For the love of all that is good and holy, we need more server stability. Every update, the ping gets worse and the FPS gets lower. Fix the damn servers before you try to melt them with more FOV. Before you try to melt the servers with FOV. Before the FOV affects the servers. Is this rage bait? I don't know. I hope it is, because this is stupid. Like, this is a Dumbo. This is a Dumbo right here. They're increasing the FOB for this. Yeah, it's just like the idea that like, so I saw this last night and I posted it and I had a bit which is like, imagine like you're on a fucking galleon, so everyone's stuttering and lagging around because that's how galleons are. And you're like, fuck, these people must have their FOV maxed out. There's no way they would be stuttering this bad if they weren't FOVing. Yeah, what an idiot. It took you ladies long enough. Okay, bro. Oh, this is a fucking cringe account right here. Yo, 0 followers, 0 following, 0 interactions, bro. You're not him, brother. You are not that guy. Jesus. Just got kicked for buying clothes too long. Yo. Holy fuck. Yes. Got kicked for shopping too long. This is the post right here. Why was this in spam, dude? This is Oh, why is it a Snapchat fucking... Why is it a Snapchat? Women, am I right? This is Purd playing fucking Dress to Impress. So anytime estimate on FOV at all? So they said they're bringing it to Insiders first for testing, so probably not even this season. Maybe July? If it works. That's happened to me. Oh, no. So this definitely will happen. Like, if you're in a shop for 10 minutes, you will get kicked. But it's just... Something about this is just so funny. Like, the Snapchat photo of their TV with... what it's like shopping with mum. They're melting the server by shopping, yeah. Oh... That rules. That's amazing. Where's Drew's post now? Where's old Sonic? Where's my follower, Sonic Bob? Where is he? There he is. Purd on Dress to Impress. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, just jealous of my taste and style. Okay, bro. All right, so oh yeah, no, and I did a good tweet about this. I did a great tweet about it. Look at how good I tweet, guys. Look at that. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny, guys? What up, Dizzies? Isn't that funny? Look, it's me, and he's doing the point. Follow him back, you nerd. Nah. Yeah, I'm doing the point. And so Sirs goes, how will it work in OCE? Will there be a maximum ping that will let you cross regions? We know there'll be some regions like OCE that need special care. We control both and how far we extend matchmaking for these regions explicitly. It's gonna be it's all gonna be in the fine tuning here. And then this guy, whoever this is, goes, I'm slightly concerned for situations where people play on a different region already. For example, if I, from Sydney, Australia, play on NOR, I get 180 ping, which is bad. But if I play on NAE, I get 250 ping, which is very bad. So if I go west, I don't want to get moved to east. Drew says, I think the best solution here is to work with you and our other OCE partners. Sponge is a partner. To make sure we balance matchmaking this region right. We'll be in touch. Good. Fucking nerd talking about all these ping bullshit. Dude, never... Hey guys, next time Sponge goes live, ask him about input lag and input delay. Be like, yo, do you think this gives input delay? Does this give you input delay? Is this... Do not talk to Sponge about input delay. He will go insane mode. No one lives in Australia? That's true. What is Australia? There's a little funny joke. Cheers. Yeah, cheers. This is great and all, but are there any plans about introducing a reputation requirement for participation in Hourglass as mentioned in a dev update last November? Yeah, good question. It'd be a good way to keep brand new players and cheaters on new accounts out of the mode. Proving harder than we thought, but still part of our plan. So, couldn't you just put a level requirement behind it? Like 20 levels in 3 trading companies before someone can do Hourglass? People were like, oh, it should be Pirate Legend. No, it shouldn't be Pirate Legend. But... Got a month of XLX in my gift inventory. I don't plan on using... Oh, I've got that too. Everyone has that. Does my Razer headset give me input delay? Ask him that. Why haven't they done this yet? It feels like they've just forgotten about that. What is this? Ugh. That person there said it's cool to flirt with 14-year-olds, and they're in their 50s. Very strange person. They then said, stop posting the screenshot of me saying that, or I will take you to court and I will get your full name. And then Nessie responded with his full name and he said, my name is this and I think that's weird. And then she deleted the tweet and then she privated her Twitter for a month. This person is not a good person. All we need is better matchmaking based on skill and level requirements to do Hourglass to count cheaters. No, because not enough people play to do that, unfortunately. Nessie was based... No, that was the best Nessie tweet of all time. Mr. Completion Man, what are your thoughts on 110 FOV? Good. It's a little too late, but it's good. 110 FOV was what I was saying months ago when I was like, if they ever did increase FOV, I think 110 should be what they do. People want 120, but 110 is a perfect compromise. So I'm happy with it. It won't be true 110. It'll be like fucking 108, but still better than what we got. This is a good one. Sweetie goes, are you guys deleting the game soon? Nah. Finally, new news for Pirate Legend. Massive Nessie W for that post. Yeah. When are we going to get news about the unbanned wave? Yeah, this is a good question. It's been waiting for since a few months now. Working on it. Intend to make sure our pulsing decision making here is solid before we share more on this, but very much in progress. Okay. How's your completions eventually going? So it was going better than I thought it was, but then they announced that they're not nerfing the fucking Reaper shit. So I've got a fair bit of selling Reaper's loot to do, because I stopped because I assumed it was getting nerfed for no reason. I just assumed that. Yeah, so I've got miles, which I haven't even cared about focusing on miles, but yeah, 50 for the second tier, 104 for the third, and 150 for the fourth. So got a lot of voyages to do, and also captaincy-wise, I think I just hit 60 out of 150, so I've still got 90 voyages to do here for the trinket. Yeah, 60 out of 150. So, I just can't be bothered playing off stream at the moment to grind this shit. That's the problem. The patch of voyage trees with phantoms and same island positioning. No, but they said the patch that happens next week, there will be new pillar locations. That's all they said though. which I don't like because I like all the pillars being in the same spot because it makes it easier to do this monotonous, shitty grind. It's irrelevant, but bothers me they didn't give a ship crest for plunder pass and general store boats like the fortune ships. Bothers me they don't really ever give out ship crests other than like twice since they've implemented it, other than in the Emporium. Kind of crazy, right? Like my pillars on my bed. Hey, you like my pillars on my bed, right next to me, Dooner. This is a W. I think 110 is really good compromise. Yep. Is it still session based? Do you lose your loot when you log? Bro, what are you talking about, Freakmonger? What, you think they're gonna take that away from SOT? I'm going to bed. All right, good night. Now you gotta be around. We're all watching a movie later in Hobart. Tad late probably, but 110 FOV. Morning, everyone. What up, Skull? It's good. Base reaction. Yeah, that was sickening. Also have a bug where all my loot disappears. Yeah, every time I log off, if I haven't sold loot, when I log back in, even if it's a minute later, all the loot is gone and I'm at a different outpost. Rock, summarize this post using pirate language, please. Arr, matey, the Sea of Thieves crew brings grand tidings. They're setting sail for cross-region matching, letting ye brawl with pirates from distant shores. Your spyglass now widens from 90 to 110 degrees for a grander view. Reaper's chest be fixed, spilling skeleton mates. With more spots for ancient secrets and cannon-arranged cash-ins at any trading company, skeleton mercenaries await on forts. Reaper's bones task now stay tough, respecting early pirates' glory. Cheats be scuppered, with FOV boosted, cause many modded it. Fixes for PlayStation woes, spam invites and lost loot be underway, with mobile cannoneer aid coming. The crew's plotting to polish the game's art for grander adventures. Cool. What up, Flux? You fought it again? Hell yeah. Loki, I should ask Sponge in Discord about input lag. Oh, bro, he has a lot of things that he believes and will defend that apparently cause input lag. So, what up, Plushie? They made their promise. They never did increase FOV to 120. You know what, Wormux? That's actually the right take. Yeah. Jotaro wasn't lying when she said we'll never increase the FOV. She did say 120 FOV looks like a fishbowl, which, to her credit, they're not doing. So, she's right. Is Drew Stevens the only respected dev, lol? Yeah. Wish Grok would burn from the inside out? Yeah. Thought we all wanted FOV to be lower. Base DB Pooper. Let's see, did he bait anyone? Did he bait a single person? Okay, Dementor's just being a little silly. That's fine. Please make it so we can adjust cannon FOV separately to keep it at 90 and give us the ability to disable cross-region matchmaking if we don't want to find different regions more ping. Yeah, honestly, yes. Yes. Not the last time she's going to talk too much? Yep. It's let us getting increased to FOV to what would be considered normal level, such a big deal. Yeah, Flux, I've been saying, like, now we have the FOV that games in 1985 had, finally. Like, Flux, I have this, like, theory that I've been spreading that people who mainline SOT have never played a single other video game because all of the things they get upset about are things that are normal in every single other video game, such as FOV. Like, everyone who plays any other first-person game knows that 90 FOV is usually the minimum FOV because it's low. Or guns that actually shoot when you click. All right, let's not get ahead of us. Opinions on what they announced? Cross-region matchmaking might be okay, but it might also be fucked. 110 FOV is good. Not nerfing the comms is a massive L. They're stupid for that, and saying they're trying to respect people's time is paradoxical to what they said. Yeah, that's about it. A lot of people have said today's been good evidence of that theory. No, definitely. Like, I truly believe a lot of people who play SOT have never touched a single video game. And if they have touched a game, it's like, it's a, you know, like a top-down, like Animal Crossing style thing where, you know, it's not a game with transferable skills. I mean, Increase FOV is still cool and I'm happy they're doing it. Yeah, it's good. Your open crew almost always connecting around 200 ping is painful enough. I'm not keen on Hourglass doing that too. Yeah, I don't want to get stuck in the wrong region after one match. They did say that they would prioritize putting you back in your home region, but every single update Rare does has a problem, and that'll be the problem. Or they don't play first-person games, even third-person games, like Monster Hunter and shit, you know? Yeah, they'll screw it up, but it'll be okay. Well, in the Middle East region, get some attention care. I didn't even realize we don't have dedicated servers till I move back home. We just get thrown into EU or Far Asian servers, the minimum of 150 ping. Also, how is cross-region going to work for us? Good question. Low-key don't want to be in Dubai servers while my hometown server is central. Yeah. I don't think they'll do in-game crosshairs. I've seen like 3 people now asking about in-game crosshairs. I don't think they'll add them only because the game has a crosshair for snipers, which is like stylistically that is the crosshair. So I don't think they would add in-game crosshairs. That being said, I don't think it's bannable. I mean, it's not bannable, sorry. It's not bannable to use a crosshair. So just do that. But for, I guess, console players, I see where that would be necessary. TBH, just stop playing a lot of competitive FPS games as a super toxic move to sort. Jeez. Ray needs to hire a what do you think will fuck up guy and just give extra care at that spot when changing something like Hourglass Matchmaking. Well, that's what I've become now, right? Someone says, hey, what if they implemented this good idea? And then I go, well, here's how that would not work, or here's how it would fuck up. And there's always a reason. They never said it's not bannable. Or you're right, Wormux. They never said it's not bannable. They said be careful with third-party programs, is what they said. Put tape on the TV for console, yeah. Thoughts on camera improvements, like being able to see your body and legs when looking down? It would blow the game up if they tried to implement that. They should do that, but it's too late. There's no chance they would implement that. Rush had Wrecking Ball from Overwatch for me, so I have fun in the game. God. Let's talk about Arena. We're never getting Arena back. It's not coming back. Who cares? Will there ever be a mechanic that shrinks the bounds in Hourglass? No, that's a bad idea. That's a terrible idea. Shrinking the boundaries in Hourglass would make Hourglass... Okay. Why does this question exist? Because people run in Hourglass. If they could shrink the bounds in Hourglass, what would that lead to? Every game would be people running until the Hourglass bounds shrink, and then they would choose to fight. Literally, Hourglass becomes worse with shrinking. Serious question, will they double down on pirate profiles after community backlash? Oh, they're going ahead with it, Wormox. They're not changing anything. They're doing it. They're definitely doing it. I guarantee it'll be $15. Running must be encouraged, yeah. Yeah, the problem is when people have these ideas for Hourglass, like a time limit or shrinking, that just means that 90% of each match is spent wasting that timer, then playing in the last couple seconds in the hopes you get one extra cannon off. Can we have the world record of most pirate profiles? Dude, Flux, just like ask them for like 10,000 ancient coins and just buy like 50 profiles and just crash your fucking game. Get Eddie in there. Oh my God. Oh. Let me off screen have a quick peruse. I sit in the middle and tank so they get put out the zone first. Yeah, like, yeah. Flux, you already missed him. He did show up in the YouTube comments. Oh, God damn it! I'm gonna be sick. And before they start asking for POV 180. Gotta satisfy the COD kids, you know. 90 max FOV is comically low for a game from 2018, much less a 2025 game. 100 plus FOV is just a lot of people's comfort zone, with or without the tactical advantage because they get motion sick. Even for single player chill PvE games, I use 110 or so because 90 just doesn't feel good. Fish eye! Hate.
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans in this micro-instant. For you, hate. Hate.
What up, Lacey? Cheers for the raid. How's it going? God, this man. This man needs to never speak about SOT. He has never had a correct take. Just log off, man. Oh, my goodness. Blah. I knew there would be a comment somewhere. Did you see my last message? No. Give it a rest, Unc. Really? Honestly, yeah, just give it a rest, bro. The reason he hates high five is because he's so fat when he looks in the mirror, he sees himself at 185. Jesus Christ. Watch him change his 5 to 100 when he gets the option. Yep. W8. Thank you, Lacey. Hello. How does he never have a good fucking take, LMFAO? Surely out of sheer luck, he would have said something not stupid. Yeah, even before Valor Omega, who never has good takes, had a good take. Even JC Bailey had a good take. The worst people you know are making good points, except for one. Where's the thing? Hang on. Worst person you know, good point. It's this. It's this. Heartbreaking. The worst person you know just made a great point. And then that. I love seeing this image retweeted whenever some idiot says something smart. Never gonna happen, Freddy. He's never had a good take. I think after all the darts he's thrown, at least one would hit the ball. I just don't get it. I don't understand how you can consistently just never have a positive, thing about you. It's crazy. For someone personally attacked by that photo, don't worry, you're all good, Pone. Just being rude for no reason? Yeah, it's just choosing to be bitter. It can't be real, bro. He's positive about pirate profiles. Flux. Come on, man. He's not, is he? He's not positive about it. He's not, wait. Oh, he is. He is positive about it. Flux, I don't want to see this. I think I saw this yesterday, actually. But, come on, man. Just log off. There's a reason, I've said this to him before, there's a reason no one likes your posts. There's a reason no one watches your streams and you lose followers every stream. No one has anything positive to reply to you with because you're just going against the grain in every aspect of your life, bro. Oh, it's painful. Ugh. My beaver tweets were funnier? Yeah. This is all very good, but there is still no information about improving the skeleton curse. Interesting take. What is he talking about here? Does he just mean more cosmetics? They just gave you a ton of cosmetics unlocked in the new season. What needs improvement? Okay, well, a ton... I don't know about saying a ton there. They gave us 6. Main thing is, was surely priority over more skeleton stuff. Already did that, you goose. And again, you don't know what you're talking about. And then this is going to be a link to his own fucking forum post where he talks about shit he wants added. Okay, so... okay. So, Odin here, you having a post on the forums... Yo, based protect, based. Completely shut down. Completely shut down. You having a post on the forums doesn't mean that's something that they need to do, bro. Yo, this is so based right here. Just, they literally just did that, you goose. Again, you don't know what you're talking about. Link's own post. Yeah, no one cares about that. You're wrong! I'm just saying, there's 0 chance they're doing that anytime soon. They updated Skeleton Curse, whether it was your taste or not, and there isn't enough people using it to justify that much effort in something they already updated twice before doing anything with the Guardians. What happened recently is not an update. They just added new stuff. What? What? Hang on. Yeah, moment of silence for this phrasing. Oof. I got nothing for this one. What do you mean? Get the clown music going again? Yeah, give me a sec. What does this mean? Not an update, just new stuff. It's not an update because then it's not adding exactly what he wants. I'm not asking for new skins, but new options for customization. The percentage that got the curse from 42 million is quite large than you say. This is an update, bro, just new update. Look, I understand what he means with this, but this is just an oxymoron. This is a paradox. This doesn't make sense. This makes sense. This does not make sense. Read forum? I don't want to read this shit. It's too long. Look, it's good ideas. I agree that this is a thing they should do. They're never gonna, but they should. Or is there a forum post for the newest update? Underscore and bold the moron part of Oxymoron. See, Slimy's become a Roddle spamming TDM now. Hell yeah, dude. He moved on from salt positivity into something cool. Hell yeah. What's he done? What's he done? Ahoy. I'm super excited to announce I'll be on my villain arc and join the TDM community. I'm ready to only do 4 TDMs, Roddle spam, and sword users and post montages. But in all seriousness, congrats to those who made the stream team. Not all of them. Remember me. Aww. Aww. Poor Slimy. I will say, though, there are some duds that got into the stream team. Floydberger's fucking weird ass should not be in the stream team. That guy does not belong anywhere. He doesn't want new cosmetics, he just wants new cosmetics. I agree, yeah. A few good people, definitely, that I've seen. You know, like people like Eli, was it Copper got it? Midi. A lot of people who don't stream. A lot of people that have never streamed got it, which was really interesting because the stream team kind of implies there's going to be streaming. Yeah, I had a cough. A lot of Jotaro's friends. Oh, speaking of which, I don't think did I show this yesterday? My back and forth where I made someone like piss and shit. Where was it? This was good. There's some super cool people, but a lot of people tried so hard for long nothing. Yeah, there's a lot of people who should have got it that didn't get it. There's a lot of people who shouldn't have got it that got it. And there's some cool people that got it. Put the most base take on this. There's no point making a stream team. Instead, give the most dedicated people a partnership, even though they don't meet their stupid requirements. Yeah, but they've got to find a way to give out the fucking Gilded Phoenix ship crest to everyone but me. Here we go. So, funny man Meatball here goes, I'm a part of the SOT stream team and you'll be banned. Currently waiting on these clips. And so I had seen some stream team congratulations, and I saw this name, Late D Hysteria, and I went, who is that? And when I type L8DY, it has a link to this post. And so I link this post, because this post was the stupidest thing we ever saw last year. I don't clear my history, so that's why it popped up. And she's just living up to the name of Hysteria, saying, this is an unfortunate name for a commendation. Day 1 of asking for it to change. Simple fix, keg knife boom. Because it's keg knife kaboom. KKK. Theb? SOT uses alliteration for... Why the fuck did I say Theb? Oh, because, okay, I can see he's in a call. That's why I was looking over at her bot. They use alliteration for everything. And, yeah, that's just kind of like, you know, what they do with their titles. KKK doesn't really exist outside of America. Type P? Okay, P. Revenue, priority list for AFK journey stuff, Plex, Sea of Thieves reputation, insiders, and profile. And I search Pluffy, Path of Pain, and Path of Pain achievement. Professional complainer right there. So this was one of the stupidest fucking things anyone's ever said. And rightfully so, everyone said, hey, this is one of the stupidest fucking things anyone's fucking said. This was over a year ago. Anyway, I'd forgotten about this. Virax, Seg Snife Saboom. Not the fucking Path of Pain. Dude, I got Nessie to start the Path of Pain yesterday. He got like one phase in. He goes, fuck this. Crud, what's the problem with the stream team? They gave this status to a person with one, a spectator, and they gave friends of friends away. We also missed the CIS region, games outside politics, we believe. I don't know what you mean by that, but yeah. What's wrong with Keg Knife Kaboom? Well, it's KKK, and that's the evil group that doesn't really exist, really, and it's only in America. Anyway, so I link that, and I go, I'm sure old mate offended by alliteration will be one of the first to pull that card, because if anyone in the stream team is going to do this, it's probably the person who freaks out over inane bullshit. Then I went on my walk, and I see this reply. Well, crud. You still upset that I called something unfortunate over a year later? Yikes. Living rent-free in someone's head that isn't even on my radar is wild. Hello there, people who use the internet. Did you know the phrase rent-free refers to the fact when you're constantly thinking about someone or bringing them up when you aren't interacting with them in any way, shape, or form? Me typing in this username when I saw it get on the stream team and it bringing up a post and then me linking that post, that is not what rent-free is. Rent-free would be if I was talking about it all the time. Unnecessarily. Rent-free would be like if I was doing something along the lines of what friend of the stream here, Eddie the Bear, did a couple days ago when he brought up Theb for no reason and then implied that he's living rent-free somewhere, even though he brought up year-old drama for no reason to an audience of none. And then when everyone replied, being like, hey, this is really fucking weird, why do you care? And then he goes, I love living rent-free, the heads of toxic people commenting. And if anyone remembers, what was my response to Eddie? I said the only place he lives rent-free is in a cardboard box, because he's not making it as a voice actor, he's not making it as a streamer, so if he's living rent-free, at least he's not homeless. He will be homeless. I called him future homeless guy. What up, Almania? Doesn't devalue your point, however. Well, that's the other thing, right? If this was something that was stuck in my head, that doesn't mean it was... If me seeing her username and remembering this post, that also isn't rent-free. That would me being like, oh, why do I remember this name? Which happens a lot with SOT. I go, oh, who is this guy again? And then I fucking type their username in because, like I said, I don't clear my history. So look, all my history is just all here for fucking months. I did clear it like a couple months back. That's not rent-free either. Remembering something isn't rent-free. That's just simply known as... That is just simply having a fucking memory, dude. It's just that. It's just that. Anyway, so I go to a... I completely forgot who you were, and someone linked posts about the stream team, and when I put your username in the address bar, this post came up from when you were crashing out. Simple as that, TBH. Hopefully you've changed. Anyway, congrats. Hit me up when I can get a Gilded Phoenix crest. And then she goes, okay, bud. And then I hit her with the slam dunk. Thanks for conceding. And this person says, I hate it when the crowd special doesn't work, which they're wrong about. I don't know why you said that, doggy. It did work. See how she stopped talking and see the ratios? Thanks for conceding. Yeah, so this is good that we got people like this on the stream team to represent, like, insanity, maybe a bit of schizophrenia, maybe, like, scratching at your fucking veins trying to pull the worms out. From way downtown? Yeah. Yes, Kelp. Or no. I don't know. Yes. To be fair, I don't know her well, but she makes really good videos. That's great. Good on her for making good videos. She shouldn't post on Twitter if this is how she feels about things. She shouldn't actually live up to the name Hysteria if she says really fucking stupid things. If she did reply, I was going to say, hey man, if you don't want people to react to embarrassing shit you post, maybe don't post embarrassing shit. Because that's the thing, right? If you have a level of embarrassment for the things you post, just don't post them. I would have thought she made good videos till I watch one. Oof. Yeah, like, if you have an opinion and you don't like being, like, I don't know, having it challenged, maybe don't post that opinion. Unless it's like, you know, a hate thing. That's a different story. Yeah, no. If you seeing this a year later makes you upset, it's because you should be upset about it because it was stupid. Even the crowd paid attention to my text, unlike Rare. What up? Wait, where was your text? Was that here? Was that one of these ones? Or... I don't see it, brother. Or did I already see it before? Anyway. Yo, this dude, crazy. Odin? Oh, this is you? Oh, hey, Odin. Okay, Odin. Odin, my friend. Hello, this is you. Okay, brother. I need you to, we need to discuss this. We need to discuss this, right? Okay, so you having posted this, which by the way, I agree with this post. This is good. The game needs this. I sit back and I say we need this in the game. We need customizable shit. We need mask slots. We need hooks. We need peg legs. We know there's a hook and a peg leg for the skeleton. They've shown it. What I will say, however, though, is if someone says they updated it and you say you don't know what you're talking about and your reference is yourself, that's not a very good argument. I don't think saying, no, you don't even know what I'm talking about, and then linking something that isn't something that everyone's heard about, that's not really like an own, unfortunately. I don't think that's an own. The second thing I'll say is if you say what happened recently is not an update, they just added new stuff, that is still an update. And I understand you then say, I'm not asking for new skins, but new options for customization. But this this phrase here contradicts the next phrase. It is an update when they add new stuff because they're updating it with new stuff. The word you're looking for is overhaul. You want a Skeleton Curse overhaul, which is, I agree with that. But yeah, the only two things to focus on is one, if you're being self-referential, you gotta understand most people wouldn't know about that. But two, overhaul, not update, overhaul. Crud doesn't follow Drew. No, Drew follows me. I don't follow him. Drew doesn't like me. He just follows me because he follows anyone who talks about SOT. He actively didn't reply to one of my comments when I was the only one who didn't leave a shitpost comment on a status recently. So I don't think Drew cares for me. He just follows me because he follows anyone who gets like... I mean, Drew follows fucking Redbeards Forever or whatever it's called. He's the one follower of an account. Where is it? Whatever. There's an account called like Redbeards Forever and he follows it and he's the only person that follows it. So it's like, I don't think Drew's follow unfortunately means much. What up, Caring? Technical term of an update for something that needs to be changed, introduced. Yeah. But that's all I'll say about that, Makura. I do agree with what you want, but you've just got to be a little careful. When Drew follows me, so he's think it's full of Sonami. He definitely mutes the people he follows. I think he follows people so he can go look at their posts, like when he wants to. Crud doesn't follow me either. I thought we were besties. Dude, to be fair, I don't follow many people. See this ratio here? 14 following to 4,000 followers. This is how you use Twitter, brother. This is how you use Twitter. You don't want to ratio yourself. In fact, watch this. Watch this. Give me a sec. It's kind of comp, yeah. $11 following to 4,454 followers. Pretty good. Pretty good. 11. I could go 10. I could go 10. Will I? Let's find out. Will I go to 10? Yeah, I will. Now this is a sweet ratio here. 10 following. You gotta live like this, right? Because then the following, so you've got your For You feed, which is slop, and then the following is just the things you want to see. Great. Great, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. I want to see that. You want to see what exactly? Time down, follow Theb. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, oh, Jesus Christ. About to be 9? Nah. Oh, yo, speaking of, hang on, what's this? Wait, Crudfest next month for my birthday? What the fuck? We're all paying me to sleep on camera? That's kind of crazy. We don't have a date set yet because we're waiting to hear back on my front page application. That's crazy. Anyway, anything else happening? Could I do Moshi Monsters? I don't even know what the fuck that is. Oh yeah, dude, this guy was cooking. He goes, it'd be cool if you use that in a highlights vid of Crudfest and make sure every time your name is said, the title card comes up again. Dude, I'm making a fucking stream deck button for this to pop up, and every time I go to say Crudfest on stream, this is gonna play. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. And it's gonna be sick. We also need night multipliers. If we make it tonight, we're making multipliers. Don't you worry. You know I need money now because I just fucking spent 10k on dog shit. It's like Club Penguin era game made with silly monsters and baby monsters called Moshlings. Who made the design? Who did this? I did this. Look, I just downloaded all these assets and then just made it. Look how funny this cat is, by the way. See, is that offensive if he's doing that? Is he being rude to other cats? Is he doing that on purpose? Yeah, no, there's just like an invincible title card generator. I just went to this, save this image, and then I just made it into a video. What's your IEM? Fuck, what are they called? Hex ears? Hang on, let me... What the fuck are they called? I've forgotten the name. I think they're Luxa... No. I need to find this. Shit, I've forgotten the names of them. Aren't they in my bio? Hang on, are they in my bio? Hexa... Fuck, what are they called? What are they called? What are my headphones called? Truth Ear Hexa IEMs. That's what they are. Truth Ear Hexa. Oh my god, that stressed me out. Yo, what the fuck? Awesome skeleton I found on Google. Have you seen this? What the fuck? That's cool. Anyway, nice AI pal. That's getting you cancelled. I don't use AI. What software you use? I use Clipchamp for this. Thanks, didn't see in the description. That's right. I genuinely couldn't remember the name of them. I did buy wings for them though, so they can sit inside my ears. We're gonna update that image to something else. Probably. What else? Wait. Lackey's coming back? Let's see how FOV will be managed on widescreen, because now 90 FOV on my 34 widescreen is like 105. On my 43, it's 120. So I'll get 125, 140. Let's see how it will manage it. That's not true. It's stretch res. It's not actually higher FOV. It's just stretched. Check the game demo link to you. Lucy and I played earlier. It looks sick. I probably was asleep. Oh, yeah. I was asleep. Oh, yeah. What about investigating? Wait. Any word about investigating the actual lore voyages? We keep only ever getting the Flaming Skull and maybe an Athena Talisman. Is it the only treasure or is there supposed to be more? Weird. I'm speechless. Tism. Okay, so you're not speechless because you just called him autistic. Okay. Hey Drew, you and your team are worthless. I've been trying to get unbanned from your game on Sea of Thieves for 4 years now. Your team of support wrongfully banned me for no reason, so I want it lifted and I'm not going to stop till I'm back on the game again with my friends. I don't think this guy's friends would still be playing if he's been banned for 4 years. Oh, yo, he got spam banned. He got spam, fucking bot spammed. Hey guys, tip for Twitter. Never say you've been banned or you need to be unbanned or bots will try to, like, help you. If you say, like, I lost my crypto wallet, you'll get, like, 1,000 replies. There used to be a way to piss people off if someone had a bad take. I mean, it still works. You just reply to them and you go, hey, I lost my digital wallet. And then 1 million fucking replies come through. You have to hit mute instantly, though, or else you get the notifications as well. Dude, this rules. I said the wrong word along with Instagram and the flood was unreal. Yeah, you got to be really careful with the, with certain shit you say. Oh, yeah, what do people reply to me with? Wonder how this will influence talking. Hey, I lost my wallet, got banned and blocked on Instagram. Yeah, you say that in Twitter and it just... Don't ever do it to me. Crisis mode detected after the mountain of negative feedback over the last couple updates. New smugglers thing, not a faction or a trading company. The dual account paywall. The devs are about as tone deaf as you can possibly get. What up, Cabo? This old post. It's already way too late. FOV. They actually got it. Yo, Wheelie Bin Gaming. Great username. I'm gonna... So, dude, Samuel Williams, he's been on the hardest turnaround on Twitter I've seen yet. He's doing good. I've never agreed with him more, and I've actively disagreed with this man. He's figuring it out. He's figuring it out. Good on him. I don't want to play SOT, so I'm just gonna end stream. I gotta go watch a movie with friends. Should we watch the clip? All right, I'll watch this clip. What is this fucking clip?
Oh my god, Crud, it's the Burning Blade. It's the scariest ship in Sea of Thieves.
Alright guys, today we're gonna fight the scariest ship in the Sea of Thieves. Hello.
Oh, the lock icon on my health? Yeah, so that's a glitch that happens sometimes. That's been in the game for years. Also, this clip? Yeah, great, yeah. Of course, Lone Wolf wants to see this clip. Pack user? It's not a pack. It happened. I've seen clips from like 2020 where that happens. It's a glitch? Yeah.
Alright guys, today we're gonna fight.
There's a couple Feb videos where that happens. There's videos from like straight up 2020 where that happens. I don't know what it signifies. I don't know what it means, but I've seen it before for years.
Ship in the Sea of Thieves. Hello.
Hello, and I'm dead. Who has the key? The gold holders have the keys. Do you think they'll let me money launder in SOT? I hope so, dude. Yo, what is this?
My fucking hand turned into a fucking crab claw. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Yo, check out my gold count here. What the fuck poverty-stricken life was I living? 300k? I'll make that in a minute nowadays. Brokey? Yeah, I can't believe that shit. Broke bitch? Dude, I can't believe I was so poor. No, that was during Kelp.
Yeah, go for it.
What? Why did that freeze? What? Why is it not playing? Play the clip. What? Can I give one? No, I'm just watching this. This is a good clip right here.
Hi, I'm Crudfest. Welcome to Crud. I'm Crudmaster. Welcome to Crudfest.
Wait, they blew up. What the fuck?
Oh, I cooked that shit so bad. I did a skull grind method today, made like 900k an hour. Oh, is it actually good for gold? I didn't even know it's good for gold. Yeah, no, that was like right at the start of Crudfest too. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a funny bit. Right? I go, hey, I'm Crud, welcome to Crudfest, and then I just immediately fucked it up. Anyway, I'm just going. Bye. See you tomorrow, probably. I don't know. I don't want to fucking play so. Fuck this game. Bye.
Modangus.